Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is a big match preview. This is a big match. It's Chelsea versus Manchester City at Stamford Bridge. Early kickoff on a Saturday lunchtime, which I think many of us know is sort of the cursed time slot. That's the time slot where bad things happen. However, that only happens when you're playing against a small team or a relatively smaller team. If Chelsea are playing against, I don't know, you could say Burnley, or at this point Norwich, right? Playing them on a Saturday lunchtime, chances are they're going to win 1-0 and Chelsea will be losing all 3 points. But if you're playing against Manchester City, big team versus big team, well, that balances everything out. It's got to be a bad day for someone, so the curse does not apply here, which means that at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea versus Man City, we should have this in the bag. Now, this is not a game to take lightly. I do want to entertain both sides of the coin over here. Shout out to my good friend Miz, the other side of the coin. That's his channel name. That's just popped into my head. But both sides of the coin, it's important to analyse both sides of the coin, right? With Chelsea City, this is a game where Chelsea have a lot of confidence. Coming from last season, we beat them towards the end of last season 3 times. 3 times in the space of 6 weeks. And that third win was the Champions League final to crown us champions of Europe and to send Man City home absolutely gutted, having not won a European trophy yet. Well, a Champions League. I'm not sure if they've actually won a European trophy, but they've never won a Champions League. And that was their time to do it. They didn't do it. We failed the first time. It happens. But now we've got that confidence against Pep's City. We seem to know a way in terms of how to beat them. And even psychologically, I think Man City, with Pep Guardiola right now, are probably going to come to Stamford Bridge with a little bit in the back of their heads going, this is going to be difficult. This is going to be very difficult. Because Thomas Tuchel always has a plan. Now, to flip onto the other side of the coin, this won't be easy. Don't take it for granted. Just because we beat them 3 times in 6 weeks last season, it doesn't mean that tomorrow's going to be a cakewalk, right? It's not going to be an easy ride in the park, yeah, or an easy walk in the park. It's not going to happen. It's going to be difficult. But Chelsea have the quality. We have the team. We have the mentality. We have the system. We have the manager. And we have home advantage, and we'll have the fans. It's going to be everything towards us tomorrow. And hopefully, we can get ourselves a good result. Now, the thing that helps us at the moment is Man City are a little bit... They're on and off. When they're on, they look fantastic. But when they're off, my goodness, do they look dodgy. They look dodgy. Definitely dodgy. And with the whole thing going on right now with Pep Guardiola, Man City fans, him trying to tell them, come to the stadium, support us, and then they can't even sell out any game, I don't think. It's a bit of a concern. Man City fans telling Pep to shut up and just stick to coaching. Pep is just like, yo, can you just come to the stadium and give us a support, please? Because we don't have enough fans here, clearly. And it's true. When you look at the League Cup game, for example, look at the difference between Chelsea, Man United, and even they lost 1-0. But all the other teams, even Arsenal against Wimbledon, you look at the seats over there compared to Man City, and Man City looked like a graveyard. So seems to be a little bit of an issue between Pep and the fan base. Not quite sure if that's going to translate on the pitch. Doesn't quite look like it when you look at the details. City are playing well to an extent, but they don't look as strong as they did last season. It looks like there's a little bit of a fragmentation happening there. They don't feel the same. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. The only time they looked like Man City was when they demolished Arsenal earlier on in the season 5-0. And that was pretty much expected. I think all of us saw that coming anyway. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, in terms of team news, we've got 2 men out. 2 injuries. 2 players that will not be featuring. Pulisic is still not ready, as predicted. Mason Mount is out for this one. This one no one thought was going to happen. And Thomas Tuchel in the press conference did outline that he didn't see this coming either. During the game against Aston Villa, he even took a penalty during the penalty shootout. It was a good penalty too. Wasn't limping, didn't look like he was in pain. Where he got that injury from, I don't know. Apparently it's very, very minor, but it means that he can't make it in time for tomorrow. Thomas Tuchel did say if the game was probably one day later, if it was Sunday, he'd probably play. So we're talking minor detail, trying to not aggravate something really small, and it's a sensible thing to do. And this leads me on to the team that we should go with, because in my head, it's going to sound weird because I like Mason Mount and, you know, from most times he should be in the lineup. But him not being in the lineup has allowed me to think that we should go with a certain way. And I think you guys might agree with this one. The way that we ended the game against Tottenham, that second half performance, yeah, I think we must stick with that. Let's get into the starting 11 and what I think Thomas Tuchel needs to go with. Right, so let's start off with the goalkeeper. Thomas Tuchel did confirm that in goal, Edouard Mendy will be starting. He's ready, he's fit, he's ready to go, so he will be starting tomorrow, and I'm glad. As well as Kepa is doing, and he's been fantastic, Kepa, it's nice to have Mendy back in goal, because you just know you've got one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. Edouard Mendy. So he goes in goal. The back three, I think we need to return to Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. Now there is a case for Christensen to play if Thomas Tuchel picks him. I've got nothing against Christensen. If Christensen starts ahead of Thiago Silva, I'm cool with it. The only thing is that Christensen, having played in midweek, Thiago Silva looked absolutely incredible against Tottenham Hotspur. He's had a week off. Play him. Play him against City. A City team without an in-and-out striker. That should hopefully make the day a little easier for Thiago Silva. So I would stick with Thiago Silva for his experience, Azpi and Rudiger as the others. If we go to the wing-backs, you have to pick Marcos Alonso. Ben Chilwell done alright against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, but Marcos Alonso right now is undroppable. Undroppable. He needs to play 90 tomorrow. And I'm hoping, just like last season, was it? Where he scored against Man City at the Etihad? He needs to do it again tomorrow. Please, Marcos Alonso, put a ball in the net. At right wing back, I think it's sensible that we go with Reece James. Reece James is just reliable in that position. You know what you're getting. And seems to have a little thing going on with our strikers at the moment. He pinged the ball into Werner in the last game. Fantastic. He pinged the ball into Lukaku earlier on in the season. Fantastic. These strikers seem to know how to finish off a Reece James cross. So for me, Reece James starts. Now, this is where it gets tasty. This is where the absence of Mason Mount allows me to think that this would be the best way to go. So, in midfield, I'm not going with a double six. I am going with a Kovacic, Jorginho. Oh, no, we don't want Lukaku. That's Lukaku. We want Kovacic, Jorginho and Kante in midfield together, just like Tottenham. The beautiful thing about playing this way is that it leaves you having dominated the midfield in terms of numbers. You have more numbers in central midfield. In terms of attacking, when you're playing against a team that's coming at you, or even a team that's sitting back. You have the numbers to plough forward if you have to, and you have the numbers to defend. It's a beautiful system. It works. And I don't know. Well, I don't want to say I don't know why we didn't use this in the past, but the other way was working, having 2 6s and then the midfield in front. That's just well and good, and that's effective as well. And that's what we did against Man City last season. But this is just powerful. It's powerful. Having Jorginho in the form of his life at the moment, Kovacic in the form of his life, Kante just being Kante. Kante, the one that can clean up, sweep up, go forward, help the team create chances. Jorginho, the one that can spread the ball, get involved defensively, not allow anything through, ping a ball over the top, bring a through pass. Kovacic, the one that likes to drive with the ball, the one that likes to contribute to the attack, the one that likes to get involved and get his hands dirty as well defensively. He gets stuck in, he puts his body on the line. It's such a great combination in midfield. And against Tottenham, whilst we needed a different way, that was the solution. Tottenham was sitting back, bearing in mind. And even after scoring 1 goal, and we stuck with this, Tottenham started to come forward, we still managed to get in behind them and score 2 more. That's the beautiful thing about this system, whether the other team are playing defensively or offensively. You have the numbers and the quality to get through. And tomorrow, Man City, I feel, are going to be a little bit of a hybrid, trying to be solid defensively, but trying to come out and score goals as well, because it's a Pep Guardiola team. They're not just going to park the bus. So this is probably the best way to go in terms of outnumbering them in midfield and taking control of the game at Stamford Bridge. And then that leaves us to the forward line, and that has to be, as shown earlier on, Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner up top. That combination worked beautifully against Tottenham Hotspur. Werner played well. He's on confidence right now. It looks like he's got a spring in his step. He scored against Aston Villa, so hopefully he can keep that going. But those two, ahead of the 3 midfielders been behind, I think is enough to get through Man City, who I must say, defensively, are looking sticky. They're looking sticky. They can be exploited in defence. It's just a matter of containing them offensively. And I think we have the defence to do that. We have the system, the players and the defence to cope with Manchester City, just like we did last season. Hopefully the attack with Lukaku now, we didn't have Lukaku last season. Hopefully with Lukaku, who I'm expecting to score tomorrow, is going to be enough for us to get a good win against Manchester City. Not a comfortable win. I'm not expecting us to batter them 4-0. But I reckon a nice small win, it will be the result of this team playing like this. So that would be the starting 11 that I think Thomas Tuchel needs to go with. And now, in terms of a score prediction, as I've said, I'm not going to take Man City lightly. I think it's not going to be an easy game. But we have everything in our locker to get ourselves a good result. So what I am going to say is Chelsea 2, Man City 0. Yes, 2-0 win. Nice and comfortable. Nothing too crazy. You could say a 1-0 win. I was leaning towards a 1-0, but I think with the attacking talent that we have, with the system that we have, with Thomas Tuchel, I'm sure having done his complete homework on Man City once again, 2-0 at home sounds reasonable. So I'm going 2-0. Let me know what you think in the comment section below in regards to your score prediction, your lineups. Who do you think should start? Do you agree with this, or do you have another way? Do you think we should still stick with the 2 6s and have the midfield and the attacker, or would you go this way? That was so effective against Tottenham Hotspur. Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, watch along right here tomorrow to watch the game together. It's going to be cool. Looking forward to it. Hopefully 3 points. And after the watch along, you'll be getting a match review immediately after that. So I will see all of you tomorrow for the watch along. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.